Hey everybody, welcome back to the Riata Stallion Incentive. These two over here, they're figuring out how much money I got. Amy, $620,000.
That's so impressive, and he won first and third. We just figured out.
Yeah, you want a pile of money, pal?
Yes, sir.
God dang.
103,000 for first. Third was 56,000 that they split. So, awesome.
Well, worth the trip to Guthrie anyway, huh?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Man, so guys, we gotta jump right in because this is Reed. There's a story about this horse that you've been showing. You've got a lot of history with this horse, and this horse has been killing it.
Yes, sir.
Like maybe the highest money winning at this modern day futurity horse. Like she might be the all-time leading mare right now, huh?
Yeah, she's done very well. I don't know how much we won our jackpots in little places too, but she's pretty good.
So talk a little bit about her.
When I started working for Dakota, I think she was 4, and I rode her quite a bit through that year, just turning steers and doing whatever. And then Dakota started showing her, and I don't work for Dakota anymore. I went out on my own, but I ride her every time I'm around his house or go to her open, and she's there. And she's a good horse.
So the owners, Neil and Jody Wanless, how did they come about the horse, or what's the backstory of the mare?
I don't know the full backstory, but Mr. Bill Myers raised her, and I think Neil and Jody bought her from him, and then went straight to Dakota from there, I believe.
Gotcha. Was Mr. Myers over here today? Did he shake your hand?
I haven't seen him since we won, but he is here. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What an exciting deal.
Yeah, Chelsea Schaefer came up, and she was so excited about the storyline here with both of your horses and this big win. She gave us some notes on that horse, Yes, I'm Sassy, and a lot of guys have had a lot of success on this horse, and then you also said she hit a little bit of a growth spurt, but describe what makes her so great with so many different riders.
I think she just is honest about everything. She runs hard, finishes strong, and gives everybody a chance to ride her. Normally we screw up on her. She's the best one, but normally we do screw up. But she does a good job.
Yeah, going through that short round, so the top 20 came back in the short round. Trevor Brazil actually went from 20th all the way to 10th, but it was a really tough short round. Only 2 no times and places all throughout. I thought it was pretty cool. You guys came back high call, so always a little bit of pressure when you know exactly what you have to do. Take us through that.
I was a little bit late, which I planned to be because I know she runs hard enough to catch up, but I took an extra swing just to make sure I caught, and Cord heeled him fast, and we got a good finish. I didn't think we were fast enough, but I guess we were.
Yeah, I think you guys were right there. You had to be some kind of 7-second run, and that's what you were. So Cord, looking down through there, you're riding that same heel horse twice, placing twice in the top 3. So with this is all about the horsepower here. To have a horse in a 14.5, which is basically an opener open, with the talent that was out there, to come in there and show that horse twice and win twice, that's got to be a pretty nice heel horse as well.
Yes, sir. No, I agree. He's a good colt. We've had him since he's a 3-year-old.
Is this one that you trained then?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Kevin Cantrell sent him when he was a 3-year-old, and we showed him all last year and some this year, and even took him to a few rodeos, and he's ready.
He's apparently, huh? He's getting it, huh?
I think so, yes, sir.
So what do you feel like when you take those horses through that 3- and 4-year-old year when they're really kind of figuring it out? What is it to you that when you go out there, when you get done in a practice session on those young horses, when you know this is going to be the one? When does that come, and what does that feel like when you kind of know that they're going to get it?
He's really good-minded. I think the minds. All these horses are so athletic anymore, just trying to keep their minds right, and he's real forgiving. You can throw fast on him all day and then get a steer that ain't good and go another hop, and he lets you do that.
That's
he's on your team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that get around there and hit their butt, and that's all cool if it's set up, but if it isn't, I need him to help me out.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good that way.
Yeah, it's kind of nice when you have that freedom right there when you really need him.
Yes, sir.
It's set up like this, you're not going to get that crank every single time. So,
yes, sir.
Man, that's pretty dang cool to have a horse like that. You guys want to go ahead and should we watch him?
Yes, sir.
See him in action. All right, look right up here. Let's go ahead and 4 steer progressive after 1. This is your first one right here. Kind of straight down the pipe. What do you think right here, guys?
I was a little bit late. I did a poor job of scoring, but she caught up and let me handle the steer for him. Did a good job.
She's a cool-looking head horse, isn't she? I tell you what, I'd take old Rony Good Pony. That is a good-looking rascal right there.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and finish pretty hard for you, huh?
Yeah, I think I had my left rein a tick tight right there. But because usually he stays straight every time, but I might have been me overriding him.
Oh, guys got a little bit of nerves. It's a lot of money in here,
Yes,
you know. I mean, that's all kind of part of the game. Yeah, you went ahead and gave that steer a fighting chance. But like you say, you got plenty of horse underneath you. Like,
Yeah, I just try not to break the barrier on her
Yeah.
because I know she's going to catch up and give me a chance to turn the steer fast enough.
yeah. All right, we'll watch this. Let's go to the second steer right after this. All right, here's our second one. Oh, let's go to the second steer, Praj.
This is a good one here.
Ooh, that's old day money right
Good
there, huh,
luck for her,
boys?
yeah.
Cord, your horse is smart-looking cat. You've also done really well at some of the judge shows. You mentioned you've taken him to a few
Yes,
futurities. We can see why, obviously,
Yeah.
in the video. But you were also talking about that horse's dam, Miss Plain Plain. Explain more about the impact that she's had on this horse.
She's a great mare. There's been quite a few horses out of her that were good, and they won the Snaffle Bit Futurity on this horse's full brother. 4 or 5 years ago, Jake Gorell won the Snaffle Bit Futurity on this horse's full brother, and this is the last one out of Miss Plain Plain, so that's kind of cool, I think.
Let's go down to the next run here. So you guys wrote 2 and 3 out there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kind of more of an honest steer right there for a good run. Pretty flawless, guys. We just like 4 pretty dang good runs, huh?
Well, we tried our best. We drew 4 pretty good steers.
Yeah, we did.
Our horses worked good, so it made it a little easier.
They finished good out there in the open, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a good run right here, straight down the pipe. This is as good as you can get right there. All right, let's go ahead and after this one, let's bring him back to the short round. So this is your high call steer. You guys had to be 7 and some change, and that's exactly what you ordered right here. That steer was a little. That was probably your trickiest steer though the whole day, huh?
Yeah,
Kind of wanted to try to the right. Thanks, you're running a little bit. Kind of tried to give you the old double bounce right there too, didn't he?
yeah. I kind of pulled back. I didn't want to lose a leg right there. I ain't gonna lie.
I think I pulled back too a little bit.
You were both ready to finish the deal right there. Oh, Buck gets around good too, doesn't she, right there?
Yeah, so yeah, that's what you can almost go a swing further, and if your heeler gets a good dally, you can make the run a little bit faster just facing on her because she keeps pulling the steer to where you can face a little early almost.
Talk about how important it is, right? Watch her when she gets a hold of him going down the pin, but keeping that steer's head the whole time. Like, talk about that as a header, how important that is with the way the guys are heeling now.
Yes, sir. I think that the way she does it, like you almost have to stay ahead of her because she wants to come back and keep the steer in tow, but it opens them up pretty fast. But also, if they don't come back enough after they do that, they get loose and they are hard to heel. So
It's kind of you're kind of like riding that razor's edge all the time, aren't you? For keeping their head, but softening them just enough. But then if you get around there, like you were exactly what you were saying, you got to keep their head the whole time.
yes, sir. And that's why I'm not a full-time header, so she helps make that easy. So
Oh, I think it's cool. And the caliber of guys that have been riding this horse, like Amy, you were talking about, like Caleb, like the who's who of headers have been riding this mare, right?
yes, sir. I think all of the best headers have rode her at some point through the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, some big wins with Driggers and also Colby Lovell. And even at 5 or 6 years old, however old she is, she's so solid that y'all help on her a lot too, don't you?
Yeah, and I think they still use her to help on quite a bit. She takes it pretty good.
Wow. So she's a pretty solid-minded mare too. Like
Yes.
she's going to go out there and you can run some on her. And
Yes, sir.
Not going to get blown up.
She gets better the more runs you do, really.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, guys, talk to me a little bit about y'all's business and how Riata's fitting in and kind of what it feels like out there and what this is doing to the game. Are you guys feeling any changes? Has it done anything for your programs, or what? How's the Riata program affecting what you guys are doing on the day-to-day side of things? Either one of you.
I, as a young trainer trying to start, I don't have that many customers that want to do the futurities just because it's expensive. They would rather bring their horses here and I can rope on them and then they can rope on them and have more chances to win versus the futurities.
Yeah.
But that's what I see.
It's exactly what Danny Gentry told me this morning. Like, that's exactly what we sat down in the office this morning about 6:30, and that's what he said this is built for.
Yes, sir.
And you just basically quoted. I wrote it down in that black book right there.
Yes, sir. And it's great for me. I hope this makes my business a little better and people keep doing it because I brought 4 for the Open and I didn't ride any of them. I didn't heel at all on any of them. I just let other guys ride them. But I like seeing that. For me, if they win, it makes me feel good or that I did a good job.
Sure. How about you, Cowboy?
You know, I've been training for a while, and it helps me get better horses in the barn and keep them a lot longer. Because at the end of the rainbow, there's this deal's what we're hoping to win. You know what I mean? It's real money, and it makes sense.
Do you think it gives your customers that confidence too, that we're not just building open horses, we're building a horse that we got to go rope, that we can go rope on in the 12 and the 10?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, when I'm done with this horse, that's what they're going to go do.
Yeah.
You know, that's the plan.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that puts you guys in a pretty unique spot too. That you got to build. Look, if you have that one horse, that's that one horse. You know what I mean? That world beater that we can take to the finals or whatever. But now you guys are putting together horses that can stay put together for a long time, that aren't real fragile.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, I think that's cool, getting that longevity out of it. And I think you're right. I mean, that's what the whole reason for this is for those, 4s, 5s, and 6s that bring horses to you guys and say, hey, I want a horse you guys can go show in the higher numbered opens, but then I want to be able to climb on and win here, go to the finale, go to the U.S. finals, whatever. And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, I agree.
awesome. Well, great job, guys. I mean, what a deal. Let's go ahead and take a look at the money right here. This $620,000 is the total paddles. You take a look. You guys split $103,000 here today, almost $104,000. And then $77,000 for second, $56,000 for third. And you're walking out of here with what, $75,000?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Cord, good work, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Clint and Jeff got them for $47,000. The Young Guns, Treston and Dent, $38,000. They were what were they? Second or third high back, I think.
Second.
Yeah,
yes,
second
sir.
high back. And Travis and Ty down there, $30,240. Let's go down and look at 7 through 10 and what it paid here. 25, 21, 17, 12. You were talking about Trevor and Brazos. They were down there, what, 20th high back or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were first out, so they were last high back. They made it to the short round. Walking out there with nearly $7,000 apiece.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they made a great run, 6.92, so the fastest run that we saw during the short round, and held on for 10th.
Yeah, so there's one other side of this that we want to show as we flip to the next slide. This is where it gets, this is outside of what we see just in the average payout. So this is part of that $620,000. So over on the left, these are the stallion and first-time nominators. So the stallion owners, head horse and heel horse, will go home with that list from 1 to 10 over there. So $6,480. That stallion owner is just going to go out to the mailbox here in a week, and there's going to be a check for $6,400 in there, almost 65. And then, if it's a first-time nominated horse to Riata Buckle, whoever nominated that, the owner, is going to get $6,480 in their mailbox as well. $54,000 in both of those because it's head horse and heel horse. So that is per horse right there. That's not split, and that's the side of it that's.
That's crazy. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. They're $108,000 right there just to
making money while you're sleeping.
Making money while you're sleeping. Gosh dang, might pay to own a Riata. So we go to the next slide. This is on the 5-year-old incentive head and heel horses. So $8,000 if they were 5 years old or younger, riding a 4 or 5-year-old here. The head horses get $8,000, $6,000, $4,000, $2,000, and then there's a stallion and a first-time nominator in this incentive, in the 5 and under incentive. So they had a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah, as you were adding up all the money, you said, there's no way it's $620,000, and sure enough, that's pretty cool for a 14.5 roping.
Yeah, I was over here just adding it up from the different deals, and then you actually have a sheet from the office that had it typed out, and I'm like, Amy, I'm doing something wrong, and you're like, no. You know, almost $750,000. So pretty good little day at the races, I think,
Yes,
guys.
sir. Awesome. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it.
You bet you guys. Hey, great roping.
Thank
Are you
you,
guys
sir.
done for the week, or what do we got left?
I roping this roping right here, and then the 12 tomorrow.
Then the
I'm
12
done.
tomorrow. Who do you got in the 12?
I've got Seth Jordan and who else do I got? I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
I just show up.
You just show up. Just show up and win money. I'll meet you back up here tomorrow.
I hope you're right.
Oh, that sounds good. Cord, are you done, or what are
Yes,
you doing?
sir. I fly back tomorrow morning. no matter
Back to
what.
California?
Yes,
or-
sir.
Yes, sir. What do you got going to California? Just a barn full of them, or what?
Yeah, we got a lot of three. We got 11 head of 3-year-olds that I'm trying to get ready for next year. And I mean, there's a bunch of horses there, but that's what I'm focusing on for. Just like this colt was 2 years ago, just
Yeah.
trying to do that.
Just making them for the future, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
Yes, sir.
Well, Amy, big winners.
Yeah, it was fun to see. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You
Thanks,
betcha.
sir.
Well, Amy, they're doing a little World Series jackpot in here behind us, and I think that's going to wrap up our day from here at the Preferred Sports Desk. But what a day it's been!
Yeah, it has been fun, and it's exciting to see everyone walking around, including Denny, seeing how this is all working and what the future can hold. So
Absolutely.
we love seeing it.
Absolutely, yeah. We got Denny. I was talking to Lance here a little bit ago, and it's pretty fun. We sat up here with these guys a couple years ago, and they were like, "Man, we think it's going to change the industry," and sure enough, has.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, on behalf of all of us here at the Riata Stallion and Incentive, make sure you tune back in to ropin.com, or if you want to go watch everything, it's on ropin.com. We'll be back here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we will do it all again. We've got a big day starting off tomorrow. Once again, that's going to be our 12.5 day, and that's all we've got tomorrow. Probably going to put an add-on rope and a World Series qualifier after that, but we'll be back tomorrow with that 12.5, and we will kick it all off at 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time from the fabulous Lazy E Arena. On behalf of Amy Wilson, I'm Dru Stew. We'll catch you tomorrow morning.